The only secret that the woman would have had was that God had come to her some time ago and ministered to her. Always remember, I am faithful. So she held that in mind. There was 1,001 reasons for her to disbelieve that one, but it was not strong enough to take away that revelation that she had. She had faith. And when the Son of Man came to administer justice to her, she found her in faith. She was still believing. And she knew that the judge would come, that death will not take her until the judge decides to come and to pronounce justice on the matter. And you know the kind of case she had. She had a very strong adversary that was trying to take over her territory. And her voice in her domain was already quieted, because the adversary began to make a lot of noise and began to gain a lot of influence. There were so many reasons why that woman would have lost faith, if not that God gave her a revelation. Her confidence was based on that revelation. My God will come. My God will come true. My God will be made manifest. And then people around will now look at her and mock her. And the mockery was not sufficient to make her lose her position. And you know, she was in that condition. You know how long she was in it? Can you survive mockery for that long? Christians no longer have the capacity to function like wine. Time breaks them. Time devours them. 7 months, no payment of salary. I just saw one like this. And I knew she was just hanging on her sinews. There was no faith supporting her. It's in that condition you can now become afflicted by a sickness that the doctors can't diagnose. When there's no faith left, you are just hanging on your bones. Oh my God. Oh my God. You are not, Satan is not in control, my brother. She had a source of comfort. She knew that the judge cannot be bought. She knew that the judge cannot eventually become an enemy. And she was hanging in there and hanging in there. I was wondering how that day was when the judge of all the earth arose and proclaimed, now I open your womb to take in seed. I wonder how that day was. Was it that the sun shined bright? Was it that the rains fell to water the land? There was nothing physical that made the day significant. It was just that the one that she had exercised her faith in decided to come true. The immortal God rose up and said, this is Sarah's day. And the Bible says she was given strength to conceive seed. Many of you, it was just 12 years of body that you carried there, your leg on ground. If the warrior saints in the Middleburg Church do not have the technology for persistence, this enemy that is coming against us is determined to weary us. But we must draw our capacity, and our shock absorbers must be linked to something that cannot die. The Bible says what Sarah, she received strength to bring forth. It's this kind of faith that makes you persist. When there's no logical reason for you to have persisted, and you come through all kinds of storms, you come through all kinds of circumstances, you come through all kinds of situations, and when the devil comes to check tomorrow morning, we kill her this night, she will still find you standing. Such a person has a connection to something that Satan does not know. When the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith in him? I know there are many of us in the congregation, God gave you great promises, and when he told you, you believed it. And the reason for which he told you was because seasons of darkness were going to come. He was expecting you to hold on to those words, that he that spoke is faithful, he that uttered them is true. He spoke mighty words to you, and when the storms of life, the cares of this world, pressures from all sides began to beat on your life, strand by strand, you left those words slip out of your heart. You could no longer believe in them, and then you became like a destitute. wandering without an inheritance. I have come to prophesy to you that you can get back and lay hold of that which God has spoken, because God is not like men. The Bible says that God is not a man that he should lie. You must see the Kelamando Solamakema. God is not a man that he should lie. God is not a son of man that he should repent. Heaven and earth will pass away, but not one jot, not one tittle from my word will fall to the ground without being accomplished. Oh, as God spoke with a word over your life, did he make a proclamation? He looked at you and said, oh my God, you will be called by a new name. The Bible says, cast not away your confidence. There'll be so many reasons for you to cast it away. He said, cast not away your confidence, for therein lies a great recompense of reward. Zima maleka matalo. Samena kandele urukalama. Your prayer point is simple. I reach back to that word, that counsel, that promise that God has spoken.